Hello, it's Jennifer from heysealemon. It's been a while since I've made a Harry Potter inspired video and I thought it was about time. So today I'm going to show you how I made these notebooks inspired by the house editions of the Chambers of Secrets, which just came out this year. I think these notebooks make a great set together, but they can also make great gifts for friends of different houses of Hogwarts. And I recently took the sorting hat quiz online and I finally found out what house I belong to, and I am a Ravenclaw. So shout out to my fellow Ravenclaws. Let me know which Hogwarts house you belong to in the comments, and for your reference I will include all of the supplies and links that I used for these notebooks in the description below. And I definitely recommend listening to the Harry Potter soundtrack, the books, or watching the movies while you make these. It definitely enhances the experience. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and definitely hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. You don't want to miss any of them, and let's get to it. You can make your own notebooks, but I found these $2 notebooks which conveniently were in the colors that I needed, so I'm going to upgrade these. But to make the book all around the same color on the edge and cover, I'm going to use acrylic paint. I'm dry brushing small amounts of paint so the moisture doesn't warp the book on the cover and on the white thread on the spine and all on the back cover. After that's dry, I'm going to paint the edge of the notebook in the same color. First, put some weight on the book so all the pages are pressed together, and if you want to learn more about tips on this whole painting book edge process, go check out this video. I will also link it in the description below. The key to doing this with acrylic paint is light brush strokes with a dry brush, so don't put that much paint on the edge and just keep painting it lightly over until you have a consistent coverage. After that's dry, make sure to separate any pages that are sticking together. Sometimes when you use acrylic paint for a book edge, this will happen, and it helps to kind of move around your book to break the paint apart. And after you do that, you'll have a nice colored book edge. Now for the cover, I'm going to leave about 3/4 of an inch of the color toward the spine showing, and then cover the rest with black paper. Using removable tape to hold it in place, and then an extra strength glue stick to glue it down. It also helps to keep an extra piece of scrap paper below your cover so the glue doesn't get on the entire book. Make sure it's pressed down completely with the paper and then trim out the cover. For the inside and outside cover, I'm using pages from this Harry Potter coloring book. I'll link this one down below if you're interested. I think you can find a lot of different Harry Potter coloring books out there, and this one is full of awesome illustrations and patterns which I thought would work great for these books. I cut this page out and I'm gluing half of it to the inside of the cover. Press it down completely and then trim off any excess. And repeat that same process with the excess paper on the back cover. Now to help the covers lay flat, let it dry completely in a press or underneath a heavy weight like a large book. This coloring book also includes a crest from each Hogwarts house, which I'm going to use on the front covers of my books. You can definitely draw these if you'd prefer, or do a search and use a printable image. I thought these were really nicely printed, so I'm going to go with these. I trimmed out each crest and left a small border of the white paper around it because I'll show you how to go back in and make it blend in with the black cover. I glued the crest down in the middle of the black paper with extra strength glue stick and filled in any white areas with a black Posca pen. I especially like this kind of marker for black paper because it dries with a matte texture, which kind of blends in with the black paper. Now for a finishing touch, I found these metal book corners which match the filigree of the crest, and I glued these in each corner on the front cover. And here is the red Gryffindor house notebook with red book edges And you could put black paper on the back of the notebook if you prefer. I left it in dry brush strokes, which I think work well with the overall book design. And I think it's fun to have a pattern on the inside cover, which you can color in while you write in your notebook. And of course, I needed to complete the set and make all 4 house notebooks. So here is the Ravenclaw notebook with the blue book edge and blue accents to complete the book, similar to the Gryffindor notebook. And each notebook has its own unique pattern on the inside covers. I have to say, out of all of these, my favorite is the Hufflepuff notebook. This yellow notebook already came with a gold foil texture on it, so I didn't have to paint anything. I just painted the book edge yellow, and I thought the texture just worked so well with the overall theme. I really like them all together as a set, but let me know which one is your favorite. You can definitely modify these instructions and customize your book to make it your own. And I have seen other editions of the Hogwarts house books where they have stripes on the edge of the book. So if you have a thicker book to work with, I think that would look really cool. You could paint on different stripes on the book edge depending on which house the notebook is for. Or if you want to make your whole notebook from scratch, I have a bunch of tutorials on my channel to get inspired by. I'll include a bookmaking playlist up here when the end card pops up, and I will also link that down below. And I want to say a big shout out to my patrons. Thank you for supporting this channel. If you want to follow me on Patreon, it's free to follow me. I post a bunch of stuff over there. And if you want to consider becoming a patron, you get some fun perks for being a patron and supporting this channel, so go check it out. And if you have any suggestions for tiers for my Patreon, I would love to hear them. I would love to read them in the comments. I've been wanting to make a bookbinding tier on there that will support more bookmaking and bookbinding videos on this channel, but I'm not quite sure what the reward should be yet. Let me know if you have an idea in the comments below. A little side note, there will be more bookbinding and bookmaking related videos coming up on this channel. I just need to take some time to learn how to do new things myself before I can teach you guys how to do it. So I need to sharpen some of my skills, hone in on my skills, and then share it with all of you guys. So hang in there with me, and thank you for your patience. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's gonna be over here. It's gonna be over here. And the Patreon thing should be around here. Playlist and video links will be right here. All of this, all of the links and all of the information will be in the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video.